Okay, so this is now my 10th millionth time filming this video, or trying to at least. But today we are going to be making a space edit, kind of similar to this one. So this part is optional for when we get there. This layer, I'm not very good at naming my layers, but this is a plasma layer. You do not have to add it, but it's really simple and easy, and I feel like it makes the picture look a lot better. So I just made this tutorial video, and this is the space background I had just made a few minutes ago, but the recording did not record right, so it didn't work. So I have to remake it again. And then this is one that I did a really long time ago, but I thought it would be cool to show you, and I did it differently. I did the plasma in the symbol, which is different things to do. But so yeah, we are going to be making a space edit. So new. You can pick any sizes that you want, it doesn't really matter. I have this size just because when I made this one, I made it for my name tag at work, and that is, I went by inches, and that is the size that it had to be. Okay, so I'm going, just because I don't want you there, I'm going to start from a blank canvas. I want a straight black background. You can do any color that you wish. It is key that you do it this whole. Okay, so you're gonna do about 3 layers. One for the background but it's important for this part you do it all on one layer for blending, which helps very well. Next to the layer you will do some stars, and then your third layer is optional, which is plasma. So we are going to make this one. Let's make it red. Just because I have not done a red one yet. I did blue and pink and like a purpley, but I have not done a red one at all. So I'm going to go red, and I'm going to go the highest red, just because why not? I prefer to have my layers and my tools right next to each other because those are the only ones I use. I do not use these at all. I never really have. I don't know why they're there. Yes, so I'm going to put hardness that brush because that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to lower it a little bit. And so mainly all we're doing is using the smudge tool over here, the airbrush, and the paintbrush, and a lot of changing of the opacity. So just because, as you can tell in the other ones, I like to do a certain way. It's kind of like a galaxy or Milky Way in a way. There's colors and there's a light spot in the middle. So I usually go in a shape. This one I also went that way. And this one I also went that way. So this one, I'm going to try it a different direction. Go like that. You can do it any way you want. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on how you want your picture to flow. And perfectness doesn't matter right now at this stage. I'm just making it a little thicker. Okay, so after that, we're going to take a little darker of a red, and we're going to put it beside it. And it's okay to get them to overlap. You don't want, like this, how there's a black gap in the middle. Yes, you can cover that up, but it's a little more challenging, I believe. Oops. Darn it, now I gotta redo that one. So I'm just gonna undo that completely. I'm gonna do it on the top and the bottom, which you don't have to. You can do a different color up here if you wish. This is very simple. After you do it a few times, you get the hang of it. I'm trying to go slow, but this one took me, I don't know, 20 minutes to make. And then it's just all about blending, pretty much. So I'm going to take my airbrush, and I'm going to have my lighter red. I'm going to keep them both right there so it's really easy to use. Okay, well, that's to where I like it. And it's all about personal opinion, pretty much. However you like it, how you like the colors, how you want it to flow, how blended you want it. There's actually one little spot right there that's bothering me a little. Okay. I didn't really change it at all. Now, you're going to pick your third color. And I am just going to do a darker red. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that up here. Oops, switch back to your paintbrush. And I'm going to put that up here. And what the heck, one down here. It's not a very good line, but oh well, I'll touch it up later. So now I'm going to switch from my two reds. Oops, wrong red. Because now those are the two colors I will be blending right now. Now I'm going to switch back to my airbrush. And I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing I did. What I'm going to do is go and do another red, but this one, actually I'm just going to put it in that box, is going to be almost black. But it's not going to be black, but almost. I have that to where I like it. I'm going to take the smudge tool over here and just gonna smudge it pretty much. That's good for now. Now, what you're going to want to do is you want to go back to your brightest red and go light. Not white. See, it still has a pink tint to it. You're going to yes. And on the airbrush, change to this brush over here. Down here, oh, wrong one. It is the smoke brush. I'm going to make my size a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go on here. I need to raise my opacity. Okay. And then kind of smear, but with the smoke brush, and it'll leave that kind of effect. I kind of like it. It's a little darker than I hoped for, especially right here. So that is when you can do and add a little more light back to it. And you can always go through, and all your colors are saved on the side. Okay, that's a little better. Kind of like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to create a new layer. And it's going to be named Stars, I guess, because that's what's there. Oh, that's what's there on all. Okay. And then this is really easy. You go to Filter, Noise, and then go to Hurl. Now, it's all about personal opinion, but I like to keep it on the lowest ones for both of them. If you put Repeat, it adds more, as you can tell. And randomization, if you higher it, it'll add more pixels, and I don't like it that way. So, that's too many stars. So, the way I do it is I keep it all the way at the low. Hit OK. And yeah, it's still really bright and colory. It looks kind of odd. So you just go and you lower the opacity. There, that's a little better. I like that. Okay. Now, you can be done here if you want, or you can continue to plasma. So this is going to be the plasma layer. So filter, render, clouds, plasma. In this, you can pick anything you want pretty much. The turbulence will make it more pop. I personally don't like it that way, so I keep it on 1. You put all the way down, but it's too smooth, I think. So I keep it at default at 1. And I don't know any seed names. I really don't. I just always click a new seed, and it'll give you a random number. And you can go through and you can pick any one that you want. You can try out different ones, or you can not. But so I will sit here till I find one I like. And since we are doing a red background, try to get one that does not have a lot of. Then what you do is lower the opacity. See if it looks good. Yeah, this one's actually not too bad. I'm gonna lower it a little more, higher it. Okay, and now there's just one thing that we do left. So this, as you can tell, the mode is on hard light. I do not like the way it looks on normal. It doesn't look bad. I just prefer the way hard light is. It gives it more, I don't know, it makes the back up here a little more dark, which I like. So I'm going to do that on this one. I'm going to go through all the ones, all the modes, and see which one I like best. And then once again, I like hard light. I think that one, just for what I'm trying to do, looks best because it makes the black pop even more. I don't really like the plasma down here, but I can always go through, add a new layer, and find a new plasma. Okay, that's the same plasma because I accidentally wasn't paying attention and hit the wrong button. Okay, you can always go pick a new plasma. Say I want this one. I can turn off that one. Lower the opacity. Okay, lower the opacity. And then I'm going to go through again and see which one I like best, which will most likely be hard light. I kind of like this one. Yes, so I liked this one. It looks kind of different. This one doesn't look as much as a space background, just because right here. But if you look at the top half of it, the top half up here looks more better. Well, it looks better, not more better. Yes. You turn both on. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a little too much for me though. Find what you like and then there. This one is still probably my favorite space edit. I like the way it flows. I like the plasma that's with it. I like the way I did this background. It flowed really nice. I liked it. The red, I don't care for this one as much, but there you go. Yeah. See ya.